Ups and downs is inside our room. Once we are in the same bed together, our ups and downs is off. It did not affect our work. Customer cannot even see it in my face. Rather than for me to now say that, no, it's someone I love. Why will I disturb his business, or why will I disturb my business? If that thing shows in my work, that means our career is nothing.
Normally, as a woman being, as a flesh, we are flesh. Sometimes we fight, we quarrel each other. I told you that, go and do this work. We say, well, I'm tired, I'm tired. Which kind tired? My friend, you have to do it too. You also, I'm your boss. Say, okay. You know that I'm tired. I'm a woman now. I say, you have to do it because you love the job. We say, okay. And you do it. Sometimes, like last week now, I said him to go and do work in Ibadan. He say, only me. I say, yes, now. You go and face the work and you defend the work. And you go. Sometimes we'll quarrel, you fight, but you will say, I will hug him back because I know that he's woman. Says some things that I'll say, okay, come outside, let me come and lose it for you. So we have to settle it back.
Wale and Tayo have had to endure side talks from people who think their line of profession is strange.
There's one man I used to work with him. He just called me, say, Wale. I said, sir. He said, why your wife used to follow you up and down? I said, sir, my wife is my colleagues. My wife is my partner for this business. If I want to take a boat now, or I want to do something, I want to buy this, I want to lose this, I will tell him, yeah, go and do this, go and do this. So I've faced so many challenges on this work with my wife. But so far, my wife, somebody like he make courage on the work, and she determined on him. There's no how people can discourage him. Even you face so many challenges on mommy's side, on family side issue. They say, why you follow your husband? Why do you tell your husband to open a supermarket for you and do business and selling and do this? You say, Mom, that's your own time. This is my own time. This person, I love it and I love the job. So all the worry people saying is raw. Sometimes they call me and say, Wale, why you don't get money to give your wife? I say, Mommy, it's not that I don't have money to give my wife, but my wife loves this job. So what? Say, okay, after some things, after so many years, they leave us.
If you are a dirty person from your home, you will surely be a dirty person. But if I'm going out now, wash my body, clean my hands, you won't believe that this person is a mechanic. I fix fingers as well. I do makeup if I'm going out. You won't even believe that I am a mechanic. That is why at times if you go to customer's house, before putting on my overall, they will say, you come with your wife. If they not say that, no, she's a mechanic, they will say, the women, they love to see me doing the job. They will say, Oga, go and sit down first. Let me see her, the way she's performing the whole things. Even if after everything, if the woman will not say, wow, woman does this one. If my workmanship is 2,000 naira, we say, oh, my dear, let me give her 5,000 naira because she encouraged me.
Sometimes I will tell them that, okay, today we want to go out, we don't do any work, we don't have any customers place today. We are going to dress, wear your dress, do your nails, do everything. I will take him out to go and enjoy ourselves.
As a woman, there is nothing hard. If you have the determination, this thing, I want to lose it. It's almost the same thing, the way we handle our husband and children at home. Any children that's very difficult, you know how to handle those children. That's why the work is.
See people that start before us, that is doing this business, that there is no more again. But we just give the God the glory because we achieved so many things on this work. And we thank God the kind of wife that is given to me. So we achieved so many things.
A work that you are doing, you can be able to train your children's school, and you can be able to cater for your home. And you can even have a shelter on your head, having your own car. What else someone needs on this earth? Nothing more.
They have also faced challenges working together as a mechanic couple.
If you have a space outside there, people see couples working together, we have more customers. But immediately you go outside there to make your own workshop, government will come and demolish it. It's a big challenge on us, even all mechanics. They see the work as a dirty work and they are going out on their daily basis with their cars and of which, if the car eventually stopped on the road, they're still going to call we mechanics.
Wale and Tayo believe mono-career couples can emerge strong and fulfilled as long as their values align.
I encourage the people that want to do the business, want to do the work. They should focus on the thing that they want to do. Don't look down on yourself. Maybe you are too big, you are too do this. Just focus on it. And the couples that want to do the business, they have to have trust. Trust your wife. Let the wife trust your husband. If you make money today, it's not that the money that you make today, you make sure that you finish all the money. You have to put half for savings or anything, because like this job that we're doing now, we use our money to run the business.
If you have passion, you have zeal for your husband's work, and you doesn't have anything doing, it's very advisable to join your husband once you don't have any skeleton in quotes in your cupboard. So you have every right to join your husband just to make the business grow.
Our findings point that some couple craft a way to thrive in love and work by understanding each transition and knowing what questions to ask and what traps to avoid.
Yes! Cheers to life!
Is it for upcoming artists to blow in Nigeria.
Welcome to Plus Trending. I am Bookie November, your host, saying thank you for joining us on today's episode.
Welcome back. It's tea time on PlusTvAfrica.
Practice makes perfect. I'm not perfect yet, but I'm a lot better than I used to be.
He's a king. He's entitled to marry 100 if he wants to.
Good afternoon. I am Emmanuel Olubobokun. This is a news update. Ahead of the Edo State 2024 governorship election, the Deputy Governor, Philip Shuaibu, has made a formal announcement expressing his desire to compete for the People's Democratic Party ticket in the upcoming party primaries. Shuaibu made his declaration known in a televised announcement on Monday morning.
You did not just call me Mr. Constituency Project for nothing. In my time as a legislator, I delivered 49 constituency projects at the state level and 13 solid constituency projects within the short stint I had at the federal level. I fought the good fight for you, my people. Along the way, suffered humiliation, enjoyed many moments of victory, but I am thankful in all things. Have been bruised, but not crushed. Persecuted, but not abandoned. After all, I be original Edo son. 100% homeboy. This is why today I stand before you with great conviction and resolve, as I declare my intention to run for the office of the governor of Edo State, under the platform of the People's Democratic Party in the upcoming 2024 election. And I am confident that with your support, we can take Edo State to even greater heights.
More so, as Edo State prepares for the 2024 governorship election, the Labour Party governorship aspirant, Comrade Ehosa Ugbo, has called the Godwin Obaseki-led government 25% of total performance in the past 7 years in office. Now, he also made these statements in an interview with our Asaba correspondent on Friday in Benin City, the state capital. Now, Igbo said that Edo people are not enjoying the present leadership of Governor Basiki, as his leadership system is neither transparent nor favorable to the people who are being overtaxed by government agencies across 18 local government area councils of the state. Now, he promised to deliver good governance to the people of the state and paying bursary to students of secondary and higher institutions across the state.
How well have this governor done? For me, if I want to score him, I will score him 25%, which is not a pass mark. You have not been able to affect the masses of the people. Our people are not enjoying governance in the state. They are overtaxed. You go to our market, you see the way they are suffering. Our agenda is simple. Education. We are going to make sure our Edo children get good education. Those in the higher institutions are going to enjoy bursary and scholarship, secondary and university from secondary to university level, scholarship for them.
He however noted that he understands the needs of the people and the pain and is also prepared to set them free.
I understand what my people needs. I understand the plight and the cry of my people. We are going to develop agriculture, modern agriculture, transportation for our people. We are not going to import vehicles from Japan, Japanese-made vehicle or Chinese-made vehicle. We are going to our source here. Our market women, you see today, our market is an eyesore. Go to any market in Edo State, you will laugh. You see that our people are really suffering. There is no human being, man or woman, that will come to a market and see the environment is clean, that will not be happy to pay a stipend for what they are saying. You go to the market, it's smelling. My government, by the grace of God and our ancestors, is going to change, turn all those things around.
Our senior advocate of Nigeria, Obafemi Adewale, has appealed to all feuding parties in the current electoral conflict to remain calm, avoid eating up the polity, and wait for the Supreme Court's decision on the current governorship election. Obafemi Adewale said this in Ado-Ekiti shortly after attending a colloquium organized in his honor by the Young Lawyers Forum of the NBA. It was reacting to the controversy generated by the certified copies of the Court of Appeal judgment. Adewale said the Nigeria's electoral system is not about laws, but about people who interpret the laws and decide the political atmosphere by the action. He said the 1999 Constitution has provisions for every situation the country finds herself.
Happened, what I've seen online, if it is correct, I'm waiting to hear what the Supreme Court will say about it. The court might say it's a typographical error, but it does not look like a typographical error to me. But the most important thing about our electoral system is that we must learn to put service over and above any other consideration. It's not about laws. The laws are there. It is the people who operate the laws that decide whether the people of the country will benefit from the provisions of those laws or not. It is not the law's simplicity. People complain about our constitution, for instance. We have been running this constitution since 1999. We've been having national assemblies since 1999. And people will still be telling us that this was put in place by a military. Well, how come since then they've not been able to change it? The truth of the matter is that it is not the constitution that is wrong. It is the people that are running it. And we need to learn that service with dignity, with integrity, pays more than going into public office to acquire money and not making any impact on the people.
The Oba of Benin has called on all Nigerians to support the administration of President Bola Tinubu, as well as live in peace with one another. The Abba spoke during a courtesy visit to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu at Lagos House Marina. He noted that the victory of Tinubu at the 2023 presidential polls showed that God ordained him to rule the country and the state. Now, Oba himself worked on the need for peaceful coexistence in order to achieve sustainable development in all areas of the nation's economy.
If Nigeria were to break up today, it would be like Banana Republic. Nigeria is big because we are together. When they say the biggest country in Africa, because it's Nigeria, it's because the way we are. So it's good to remain like this, but iron out differences that we have. Everywhere they have differences. Let's iron out our own and remain the same, learn to live together. Learn to live together like one big family.
He also congratulated the governor on his re-election and commended the giant strides of the governor in Lagos and also charged him not to rest on his horse to achieve greater heights in his second term in office. Sanwo-Olu also eulogized with the Oba of Benin for distinguishing himself among the traditional rulers, said his protection of culture and promotion of traditional values have earned a maximum respect across the country.
There was no need for always running to courts and everything. I hope Nigeria will be able to come up with a system whereby issues will be resolved than dragging whenever general elections or presidential elections, are carried out. It's always dragging and things we were hearing, we were not happy about. Whether it's true, whether not true, but president, he's my in-law. So thank you very much, and we thank God for your also successful election. We pray for you. We pray you be successful in tenure, your cabinet will do well for us.
I want to say to you, sir, that we are beginning to see some of his interventions. Just last week, we saw another quarter of GDP growth in the country, right? Where the GDP growth has improved from what it was the last 1 and 2 quarters. The third quarter looks very, very well, but we said to him that he still has to do a lot more. So we're believing that with him at the helm of affairs, and like you said, sir, he has clear sight to govern well, and I will believe that he will do a good job. For us here in Lagos, we're the shoulder and the neck of the country, and we'll continue to ensure that Lagos remain home to a lot of people.
Now straight to other parts of Africa. Sierra Leone's President Julius Maada Bio has announced on Sunday evening that calm has been restored after a day of armed clashes in Freetown, which he portrayed as an attempt to destabilize the state. Most of the perpetrators, according to him, have been arrested. The day saw unknown assailants attempting to force their way into a military arsenal in Freetown, confronting security forces in various parts of the capital and freeing numerous prisoners from jail. Authorities have imposed a nationwide curfew until further notice. Most of the leaders are said to have been arrested and will be held accountable, according to Mr. Bao in a brief statement without providing further details. And now, South Africa, Israel and Hamas have entered the planned final day of a 4-day ceasefire Monday, with expectations for Israel to release more Palestinian prisoners and Hamas to set free more hostages amid a push to extend the truce. Hamas has indicated that it would extend the deal, while Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has reiterated Sunday that Israel would welcome an extension that included Hamas releasing 10 more hostages per day. The initial agreement, which went into effect after 6 weeks of war, included Hamas releasing 50 hostages, Israel freeing 150 Palestinian prisoners, and a pause in fighting. The United Nations said late Sunday a total of 39 Israelis, 117 Palestinians, and 19 foreign nationals had been released. United States, Egypt, and Qatar are among those advocating for an extension after working to secure the 4-day ceasefire. Straight to business, pension fund administrators invested a sum of 130.18 billion naira funds under the contributory pension scheme in infrastructure as of the end of September 2023. Figures obtained from the National Pension Commission on unaudited report on pension funds industry portfolio for the period ended 30th September 2023 approved existing schemes, closed pension fund administrators, and the RSA funds, which is also reviewed by the unremitted contributions by the Central Bank of Nigeria and legacy funds. Now, according to the figures, total assets under the CPS stood at 17.35 trillion naira as of the period under review. Part of the funds was also invested in domestic and foreign ordinary shares, federal and state government securities, and money market instruments, among others. The Commission had in its amended investment regulation highlighted the requirements for investing the funds in line with the provisions of the Pension Reform Act 2014. It said the purpose of the regulation was to provide uniform rules and standards for the investment of pension fund assets. Straightway into entertainment, popular comedian Bright Okpocha, better known as Basket Mouth, has lamented that stand-up in Nigeria is dying. Now, Basketman noted that unlike the music and movie industries, the Nigerian comedy sector lacks structure and platform. He added that while music and movies have global streaming platforms, comedy in Nigeria lacks such platforms. The comedian mentioned that in the United States, comedians can practice their material in comedy clubs before touring, but in Nigeria, the lack of comedy clubs makes it challenging for comedians to refine their craft. And diving straight to sport, struggling Grenada parted ways with the manager Paco Lopez on Sunday, months after he earned them promotion to La Liga. Now, Granada 19th in the table after losing 3-1 at Alves on Saturday are winless in the last 11 league games and have only 7 points from 14 matches. Now, they were also disqualified from the Copa del Rey earlier this month after fielding an ineligible player. Now, Lopez took over last November and led Granada to a Spanish second-tier title, and they also returned to the top tier a year after being relegated. And that's the news update. For more stories, please follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram, and do subscribe to our YouTube channel at PlusTvAfrica and PlusTvAfrica Lifestyle. You can also view us from LimeX and LimeX.tv and Glow TV apps anywhere in the world. I am Emmanuel Olububokun. Many thanks for watching.
How long were you going to live in denial? Suppressing what was right in front of you all these years? You have to understand. I was all he ever had. Besides, he had a troubled childhood and he stole mine. When little girls were being little girls, I was a slave in my own home. Broken and afraid, right in the place where I was supposed to feel safe. I kept you safe. How? Well, I took care of you when your deadbeat father was running the streets with those whores. I was left with 4 kids to take care of. I fed you. I gave you shelter. I clothed you and I paid your fees. My back was on the ground like a horse day and night. Your brother raped me. Oh, bless you. He did, okay? He did, and you know it. You know this. He did. Cannot do that. For 5 miserable years, right under your nose. You were supposed to protect me and I came to you. I did, and you called me a little liar, said I should be ashamed of myself, and I have carried that shame all my life. I was the child. You were my mother and you did nothing. He is not perfect. No one is. You're not. I am not. But he loved you all dearly. He was a good man. He was the only help that I had. He took you to school. He cooked. He cleaned. He did everything. Oh God, the crap mom. You cut it off. You were a child. And you know, those days, you were something else. You had this wild imagination, and I figured it was all coming from. I can't believe you. I can't believe you're sitting here trying to rationalize and make excuses for that predator and for failing as a mother. You ungrateful child. After all I went through for you, you then sit there and chastise me? Do you know what I went through? Do you? The mental torture, the physical and emotional abuse that I had to endure. Oh, you think you're the only one that went through dark times? Well, I did. I endured and I stayed back for my children, for you. No one asked you to. That is what one is supposed to do. My mother, my grandmother, all the women before me, they all did it. They never let out the secret. They were there. They forgave. They forgot. They bore the pain for their children and family. We were never a family, Mom. We weren't a family. We were broken. You should have taken us. You should have run as fast and as far as your legs could carry you. We would have been better off on the streets than in that house. But you were weak. And we had to pay the price. Everything is not always black and white. You women of this generation with your modern day ideologies and feminism, all you want to do is talk about everything. Let me tell you, we paid the price for you. We bore the pain so you will have a shot at life. We gave you that voice that you're using to speak so loudly and condescending with. So you don't sit there and judge me. You failed. Okay? And it's fine. It's okay to admit it. You failed. I raised my little girls with a nagging pain and a constant fear of neglect. So paranoid that I might make a mistake and repeat the same cycle. I see it now. I come from a line of broken and subdued women. But it ends. The cycle ends with me. No more. I forgive you. And I hope that you find healing for your soul as I do mine.
Hydration is when you have enough water content in your body, then you're hydrated. And what is dehydration? Dehydration is the opposite of hydration. That's lack of water. And a lot of people are suffering from dehydration. Why are they suffering from dehydration? A lot of people find it difficult to drink water. It's healthy for you to get up in the morning and drink water, a glass of water. It cleanses your system. It makes you start on a good mood. It's when you take enough water, your skin equally glows. You know, your mood is well balanced. You're not feeling tired, because when you are dehydrated, you tend to feel tired. You tend to feel sick because your body is